thank you. My name is Dr. Shaikhah Alainati. I'm a faculty member at the College of Business Studies at PAIT, which is course based in Kuwait. I'm an assistant professor at the Department of Management, and my specialty area is human resource management. Coming from the background of human resource management, again, I can see very clearly that many of the times managers, unfortunately, make their decisions based on what they think or based on a problem that has been given to them. For example, we will see some teachers will, well, based on this research, some teachers will complain. They will say, no, we don't want to use the online. I can't give my exams, and my exams will be exploited. Students will cheat, so on and so forth. And then at some point, my management was thinking, you know what, let's stop it completely. But, I did this research to prove to them, yes, there are some problems we have. Yes, there is some down effects of using the online. However, we can use it in different ways. And we can use other elements that is provided only through the online learning. And believe it or not, I did give this research input or feedback to the management, and they did take it into consideration. So what they did is they locked some features that were not helping us as students or as teachers, and they gave us more features that we can use to, to make the most of the online as well as of the traditional. Yes, in my opinion, researchers, of course, you do your research, especially when it's your first time to do this research or any other research, of course. You will be considered as a beginner. When you go to conferences, for example, when you do more researches, every time you do a new research, you will build up your own skills, your own way of doing the research. You will know how to overcome some obstacles. You will learn from it. Not only that, but if you, for example, like what I did, I participated in the NBP 2023 Istanbul Conference, International Conference on Management and Business Practices. Yes. This conference gave me the opportunity to share my research with other researchers. So what happens is that other researchers could ask me a few questions that they are interested in. They could give me comments that could develop me. I mean, I've been doing research for several years. It doesn't mean that I'm a pro. I'm still learning from other people. I'm still getting feedbacks from other people. Now, how can I get these feedbacks? The only way, or one of the ways I should say, is going into conferences, reputable conferences like yours, for example. And I'm so grateful that I've had this opportunity to be at your conference and share my experience and get feedback from other researchers. It does develop researchers, every time we participate in these conferences. More also, it gives us opportunity to collaborate with other researchers. I did several researchers from other people that I've met in other conferences as well. And I've had a research committees, and I have research buddies, with me doing these researches. So it is very beneficial, and you meet more people and you get to know their field of work. And in fact, many of the researchers nowadays are multidisciplinary. So I'm talking, for example, with my research, it's HR, but also it has a technology embedded with it. So when I have other researchers from other disciplines, it will enrich my research. So this is my advice. Yes, first of all, thank you so much for accepting my paper. And I did present in this conference. Once again, the benefit of being in this conference is meeting in more researchers with different fields that will open a window of collaboration between researchers. This is the most important benefit for attending any conference. Also, having a feedback from other participants in that conference will
mm,
also enrich and widens your horizon and your vision of what can you do next. One of the questions I've been asked by one of the members, she said, "But how did you put these two systems of online and traditional way together?"
mm,
And I said, well, it depends on the management itself. It depends of how they see it. So with this paper, I provided them with an output and recommendation, which I'm very grateful that they did look at and they followed.
mm,
So it depends. It depends on your institute. It doesn't mean that you have to take my experience, but you can, of course, follow this experience and
mm,
see what are the instructors are looking for, what are their obstacles, pros and cons, let's say.
mm,
So you can have the best of each systems, combine them together,
mm.
and then apply them to your institute. And so this impact, these kind of questions benefit, of course, the audience, but at the same time benefits me
Yeah.
to probably have more recommendation that please do this kind of research at your institutes. It will develop it even further. You know what I mean?